Today's video is about how to make your kids rich and your grandkids millionaires. Yep, that's what it's about. Be sure to watch to the very end. There's a lot of cool stuff in this video for you. Hey, this is Glendon Cameron, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu, the launch pad for wealth development through business ownership and scaling of your hustles. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of good stuff here for you. So with that, let's get started with today's topic, how to make your kiddos rich and then millionaires and develop some wealth. It's good stuff, right? First thing we're gonna do before we have this conversation about making your kids rich and you making a lot of money in the process, we need to get down to the definitions of what wealth is. There are many people out there who's like, wealth is a Ferrari, it's walking on the beach, it's in this fabulous condo with a drone. That could be wealth, but I'm gonna give you the real deal on what wealth is and is not. Wealth is assets that you have that produce more assets. Assets could be cash. Assets could be a building. Assets could be many things. But if you're wealthy, you have something, a business, investments, something that creates income. If you do not have these things that create income, you're just rich. What's being rich? This is what everyone wants to do. I've been doing some research looking for what people are looking for, right? And everyone is looking for how to be rich, but they're not looking for how to develop wealth. There is a big difference between the two. If you have a lot of money, or you have a high-paying job, or you're an entertainer, or you make movies or something, more than likely you're merely rich. You have a talent, skill set, or something that people will just throw a lot of money at you, right? But you're not wealthy. And the thing is, once that talent goes away or you get older or something happens, you no longer have a way to make a lot of money. Whereas if someone who's wealthy, they could be in a wheelchair and still make more money than you do. Right now, I'm about to give you the keys to the castle. The fastest way for you to become rich, which gives you the tools to become wealthy, is through business ownership. This means you go out, you create a business, you serve people, you make money 3 to 10 to 100 times faster than someone with a job. Since you're making so much money, you have enough to live a good lifestyle. Then you could take some more of that money, most of it really, and create tools, real estate, more businesses, investments, so you can become wealthy. That's the big thing. Now, this is how you will make your kids millionaires. The first step is money management. You must manage your money or your money will manage you. The second step is to increase your income. And the third step is to get experience. Now, I know many of you want to jump to step 2 and forget about step 1. I had this conversation with someone this morning about this. If you go ahead and get experience and increase your income, but you do not learn money management, the chances of your kids being wealthy are slim to none, because you're going to blow the money through mismanagement. You may develop an addiction. You may have a lot of nasty things that will happen because of this absolute refusal to put yourself on the budget. This isn't about you. This is about the fam. This is about generational wealth. And if you want to do that, you've got to learn money management. Now, if you don't know how to do that, a little further along, we're going to talk about how Hustle Camp can help you get there. Because these are the very things that we talk about first and foremost: money management, increasing income, gaining business experience. You want to be all about business development. One of the big things that happens here on the internet is everyone is looking for income for lifestyle, which is a really singular, very narrow thing. This is how the world works, and it's always worked this way, and it's never going to change. If you give more than what you're getting, you'll get more. Now, what do I mean by that? If you create a business, you hire people, you serve customers, and your footprint of service in the world increases, your income is automatically going to increase. But if you go singularly, like, I just want money, I don't want to work that hard, I don't want to really do too much, how can you help me? You can still make money, but you're not going to get wealthy. You may not get rich. You'll just be what I call a high income hustler, which is cool. But at some point, that's going to get old. Part of business development is finding a market, or there's something in you that you want to give to people that is valuable and they will pay you for it, and developing that in business development is figuring out that marketplace, serving that marketplace, creating processes and systems in your business so it can scale. That takes time, that takes effort. But if you do this, two things happen. One, you learn how to do it. Two, your kids who live in the house with you are learning these lessons. This is what many well-off people have learned. There's been that person in their life who was doing these kind of things and it kind of rubbed off. But if you're just out there getting money, partying, hanging out, once again, if you're like under 25, under 30, knock yourself out, live your life. But if you're trying to build something that's going to outlive you, that tactic is not going to work. Right now, I'm about to give you the blueprint. This is the 100,000-foot view. First thing you have to do, and I talked about it before, money management. Then the most important thing after money management is skill development. If you have no skills, you cannot build your business. And if you have no money management and you have no money, you can't hire people to build your business. So the best thing you can do is manage your money, get many valuable skills. Then this leads to business expertise. Once you get that business expertise, then you can go out to market development. When you have a goal that's much larger than yourself, things change. Your strategy changes. Your business choices change. How you live your life changes. Right now, there is so much what I call temporary hustle, temporary income enhancement training and stuff out here on the internet. It works. Let's be real. It works. You could go out and buy a course. You could buy an app you can get with this process and do the right things and pick the market, and you'll make money. But the thing is, what I have seen is so many people will pick these tactics or these apps or these processes, then something that happened where they have to start all over again, which is nothing wrong with that if you're experimenting. But here's the thing with that. If you don't make a decision and you keep messing around with this temporary stuff, you're going to look up one day and it's going to be 10, 15, 20 years in the future. And when you look back, the disappointment is going to be massive, because here's the thing, and this is what we talk about in Hustle Camp. You can hustle, but you can also have an anchor business. And what I mean by that is you have to make some firm decisions on some of the things that you want to do in life. It can't all be fun and games. It can't all excite you. It can't be, you know, your passion. You got this, like, it could be something as simple as a dry cleaners. It could be something like a car wash. It could be a grocery store. It could be a food, farm to table restaurant. There's a lot of things that you can do, but they're going to require that you think much bigger than yourself, because most of these things take time to get off the ground. 1 to 3 years being very fast, with 2 to 5 years being normal. And that's getting you to the point where you have a good income, comfortable income. You could take 2, 3, 4 vacations a year. You can live in a nice neighborhood, but you're still just entering into the realm of rich. You're not wealthy. Once you stack up some assets and once you grow that business to a point where it doesn't matter what you do, the money comes in, then you have entered the realm of wealthy, my friend. And this is the thing you can do for your kids. You right now can become a high income earner and then create the blueprint that will enable your kids to become millionaires, and in some cases billionaires. If you look into the backgrounds of all these people that we respect because they've built these big businesses and they have these wonderful lives, I've researched these guys, and every last one of them has someone in the family or someone they were introduced to when they were young that taught them this stuff. This is why if you're struggling and there's like no entrepreneurs in your family, if there's nobody of note in your family that's done anything, you don't have any models. You don't have anybody to aspire to, so you have to be that person. You got to be Papa on the boat. I'm just saying. Here's the danger of the short-term business ventures. You have these people who go out and find folks who have an ideal or a concept, and they want to grow this thing, and the ideal is really good. Now, let's pretend that I am a venture capitalist and I'm looking at a business and I'm about to say, okay, I'm going to give you $30 million. What do I want for that $30 million? Go ahead and throw that in the comments before I answer. What do you think the venture capitalist wants for that $30 million? Well, here it is. I want $100 million. I want to give you $30 million for 3 to 5 years. And at the end of the 5 years, one of two things must happen. Either we sell this company so I can get my money back plus a nice payday, or we go public so I can get my money back plus a nice payday. That's it. That's the outcome. So when you see all of these things about startups and people going out there and like, hey, I got all this money, I'm building this app, I'm building this website, that's the end game. And when your business is predicated on that kind of stuff, all of the strategy, all of the thinking is short term. There is no long-term thinking. It can't be, because if there were, many of the decisions that keep a business in business for decades are diametrically opposed to what I, the venture capitalist, want, which is a lot of money for my investment. I got some good news for you, and I have some bad news for you. The bad news is you're not going to become a billionaire. Chances are you're not even going to become a millionaire. The good news is you will, by taking this path, dramatically increase your income, and you will set the stage for your kids to become millionaires and billionaires. And, you know, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm just talking to the people who care about things bigger than they are, family name, legacy, that type of stuff. Because if you're like a get money hustler, if you're just looking to make some cash real quick and do really nothing of yourself, this message will fall upon deaf ears. But if you're the kind of person I think you are, this is something that you've been looking for. This is something that you need because you want your kids to do better than you. And right now, we're living in times where the American dream isn't dead. It's not even close to dead. It's just the path to achieving that American dream is through entrepreneurship and business ownership and wealth development and asset management. Going to college probably ain't gonna get you there. Now, to get this rolling, you got to do one thing, and it's the most important thing that you've ever done in your life. It could be the most important decision of your life. You have to make a decision to start this process. And when I say a decision, not like, I would like to do that, or hey, this would be good. No, those aren't decisions. Those are proclamations. A decision is, I'm going to do this for my kids. I'm going to do this for my family. I'm going to do this for the family name. And I'm going to write down my goals, and I'm going to write my goals down where they're so big and scary that I can't sleep that night. That, my friend, is a decision. And you must make that decision if you're going to get onto this path, because it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. Every time you turn around, there's going to be something happening. And then as you start to become seasoned and you get yourself into it, things that used to terrify you, you will laugh at. I know right now that doesn't sound like that's going to happen, but I'm telling you from experience, it will happen if you make the decision and you make the commitment and you go forth with how you want to build something bigger than you, how you want to make your kids wealthy, how you want to, while they're growing up, have a good life. Because here's the thing, you can work 2 jobs, you can work 3 jobs, you can work 4 jobs, and still not even make enough money to live in a decent house. You need to escalate your income. And the fastest way to do that is through business ownership, business development. And I know many people are like, I don't want to do that. And that's fine. That's fine. But do me a favor and come in close. Don't hate on the people who made that decision because you were afraid. I know that you're all gassed up. I know that you're ready to get started. However, we need to have a little chat. All right, we got to make some cuts. I know everybody wants to go, but this journey isn't for everybody. So I'm giving you an overview, things you need to do where you can get on this path. You know, I'm giving you like the 100,000 foot view. Now, if you want granular is step 1, step 2, step 3. Be sure to join Hustle Camp. The link's below. Now, what is Hustle Camp? Everything in this video that I told you about. And it's a proven blueprint because it's exactly what I did in various stages of my life to get where I'm at today. It's the same thing and it still works. But the thing is, it's not quick. It's not like 30-day quick. It's not 90-day quick. It's more like 3-year, 5-year quick. This is the moment of truth. Either you're going to abandon this video and like, hey, I like the first part, but I'm not going to drop any money, which is cool. That's what I'm here for. I got plenty of free information on this channel for you. Just go ahead, watch playlists, knock yourself out. If you watch and apply, you can make money for free. But for those of you who want a faster blueprint, who want more hands-on, this is what Hustle Camp is. We go through various stages. First stage is money management. And many people do not want to do that. It's a fight, but I'm telling you from experience that if you do not get that nailed down, I don't care how much money you make, it's going to be bad. The outcome's not going to be good, and you're not going to get to the places you want to get. It's not going to happen. So the second thing, after we nail down the money management, we work with your credit, we work on your legal structure, LLC, business credit, and we work on increasing your income. These are the things you need to do before you think about starting a business. Now, I know this is the internet. You're going to see so-and-so started a business and they were just like you. I'm going to give you an example of something that happened, and I was relayed this. There's this woman, she started this cosmetics company. She went to Forerunner, Kristen Green's venture capital firm, got $1 million check just like that. She didn't even have a product or nothing, right? And everyone's like, yeah, I can do that. Well, here's the backstory. She actually had a blog that she got to millions of views over a period of 3 to 4 years that was talking to the same demographic she was going to create this makeup company for. So let's look at that. She worked from 2010 to 2013. The name of the company is Glossier. Her name is Emily West. Emily West, you can Google her. So for almost 4 years, she was working on research and development. Let me say that again. For 3 to almost 4 years. So when she got in front of Kristen, okay, I'll give you money because I see what you've been doing. She doesn't walk in there with, I got an idea, let's do this. She walked in there with numbers, stats, and something that could be verified. So now the company is virtually 6 years old, because you'll say that the makeup company is 2 years old, 3 years old, right? No, it's 6 years, because all that mattered, because she's selling to the same people who were coming to the blog. So even when you hear these fast stories, if you do the development, because someone told me about this, it was like, yeah, she just blew up. See, I'm the kind to do the research. I spent 2 hours researching this because it's like, okay, this doesn't make sense to me. You're just going to walk in, get this kind of money and be successful like that. There's more to the story. And when I found it, it was like, oh, and this is the kind of stuff that we'll talk about in Hustle Camp. And this is the things I'll show you, and I'll do case studies and stuff, because when you see the real deal, then this so-called fast stuff, it's not really that fast, because what she's done is pretty much what I said in the beginning of the video. It's going to be 3 to 5 years. She didn't get any money. She didn't sell any products for 3 years. 104. But she's an overnight success because she blew up. No, she prepared. And that's what we're going to do for you in Hustle Camp. We're going to prepare you to make money, because most folks out here are not prepared. They just want money and they're not prepared to make money. And you can want until the cows come home. You can want all day long, and wanting is not going to get you money. But preparing, study, exercise, research, that'll get you money. And we're going to take you through this process. And like, just to be clear, just so I don't have any dissatisfied Hustle Camp customers, this is not a flash in the pan. This is not something you can do for 30 days and then ball out. This is going to probably take you a good year to get your arms around and go through all the courses, the boot camps and stuff. But the thing is, this year will prepare you for the rest of your life. So are you willing to give a year to prepare yourself for the rest of your life? Or you just want to keep like Groundhog Day? Every January 1st, it's like last January 1st, and on and on and on. Or you want to get off that same old treadmill and do something new. So right now, Hustle Camp is $599, and that will entitle you to a lot. Each time I add new content and I increase the value of Hustle Camp, the price goes up. So right now it's $599. I don't know when it's going to go up. We're getting ready to do the first boot camp Tuesday, August 29th. And then probably when I add the second boot camp, and the goal is to add a boot camp every week, it's probably going to go up again. So get in. And the reason you want to get in now is because it's going to be here. It's not going to disappear. We're not going to close the doors. It's going to be open. And anybody that wants to come in and get started, there's a way for you to get started. And also, It's not just me. I have assistants. I have people helping me with this. So it would not just be me and you and me and the 300 or 400 or 500, 600 people. No, this will be, there's a team and I'm looking to hire someone else. So essentially, we're going to bring you in. There are people to answer your questions and there are people to guide you. And this year that you spend in Hustle Camp could literally make your grandkid a millionaire before they're born. Now, to me, that's exciting. I don't know about you, but to me, that's very exciting that you have the ability to do that for somebody in your family. And in the process, make yourself very, very rich, high income, satisfy a lot of dreams, buy the dream house, buy the second house, take trips wherever you want. I mean, that's pretty exciting. It's just not going to happen this year or next year. It's just going to happen in the future, but it can and will happen if you do the work. All right, so that's the pitch. Everything's below. If you got any questions, I have an assistant. You can email her. You can even text her and she'll get back to you. So with that, you have a great day. And if you like this content, and I know you did, you should subscribe. And you should also subscribe to my email list because I do really special stuff there. That's where you get the notifications for live streams. That's where you get the notifications for special offers and stuff like this. And no, the price of Hustle Camp is not going down. Just to let you know, before you ask that question, there will be no sale. There'll be no Black Friday sale, none of that stuff. All right, I'm gone for real now.